to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell is with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have...
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Sellers. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Maybe a double pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackled there by the defense. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Oh, it's out! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down. Recovering the fumble. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Menu narration option is set to off.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Got the quick pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown time. With looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here now.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And wings it incomplete.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Cuevas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lighting off the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. The quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game. And the Gamecocks will keep this drive going.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always make it.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he just threw it away on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. A deep interception would have been better than that. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The sure hands, it's Miller. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. Most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they two. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end. Has been built. He's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Snags it! Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. Listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those.
Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Quarterback keeps it. down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of time.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Harbor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle, offense to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught over the middle. It's Dingle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The extra point here would tie the game. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Alabama will take over first and 7.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
passing game now on second down. Trying to beat him to the left. Trucks through the defender. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter from this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Shoots it to the left, and they can't make the connection. The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. QB draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs for the tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Swings it out to the flat. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Quarterback running on the draw. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly.